up next. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 4. viOlet. Spawning on the low side. Attero on the top side. In a very long map with a difficult third to attain. Should be interested to see how this opening works. Both players have been very, very consistent with their builds. They've been doing the same thing pretty much every game. Very sound builds. Hydra Roach Ling with the late Broodlord switch. Low side pylon yet again. This could be the exact same build. Yay. How's everybody doing in chat land? Thanks for chatting. Oh, love you guys, man. Yeah. You know. You know, buddy. Just living the dream. We're really all just living the dream. Join us in chat. Twitch.tv/cybersportsnetwork or cyber-sports.net. This is the rundown. Nice little $100 8-player tournament. 8 players invited. There's our familiar forage here coming out from Attero. Spawning pool for the Zerg. And the pylon block. Super safe single photon cannon build yet again. And there will be an expansion here by the Zerg. Interesting. There's our scouting overlord making his way into Protoss land. Both gases now going up for Attero. Expansion in play. And just now getting speed as well for the Zerg. Overlord's just going to spot on this expansion here a little bit. Maybe move in later. I like the position here too. That's clean. Probe makes it in to see the expansion here for the Zerg, so he knows he's got a little bit of time. No need for any additional photon cannons or the like. That's a good tell for that, for the nubs. There's our familiar chrono boosting here, this time of the century. As the Zealot caught in the middle here with the Speedlings. Wow, they didn't hang in quite long enough. They could have made it. No, they couldn't have made it. Guess that was a wise plan, Dalen. Same exact build, you guys. Stargate. No +1 yet. Same exact build on the other side as well. Triple hatch. Overlord moving in to see how many gases really is the question, I suppose. that's being posed. Nice little poke at the front here by the Zerg. He's going to run into 2 photon cannons. And let's take a look at who has been macroing the best here so far in the first 8 minutes. Pretty even Stevens here. Looks like we got some +1. Carapace. Void Ray coming out here for Protoss. Should be able to get a little Overlord loving on. There's our Scouting Overlord Sacrifice, which is going to be, it's actually going to see pretty much everything available to scout, so that was a good value. And the +1 being chronoed out previously. Void Ray's going to clean out all Scouting Overlords, so this other one is pretty much a foregone conclusion that it's going down. And there she goes. Zerg pulling ahead slightly in supply, but it's really no different than the previous games here, which we have seen can now go either way. Scouting Phoenix comes out, causing viOlet to lose vision here. viOlet's got nothing but the Xel'Naga to see. Pretty decent creep spread. Here's our Robo Bay for the Protoss. And now we're starting to see the shape of the plan for the Zerg. We've got lots of Hydras coming out. 8 Hydras on their way out. Plenty of Lings to support. And +1. All of these things look like they're going to hit at the same time for the Zerg. So maybe viOlet's got a 3-base play in mind. Nice scouting by the Phoenix here. He's going to be able to spot that 3rd hatch for Attero. Twilight Council on its way up as well. Getting our Thermal Lance on. Very similar build, same exact build as last time. And very polite play yet again. Not much harassment going on at all at this point. Supply's very even as well. Oh, you guys in chat are killing me right now, by the way. You are. You're totally killing me. I am. Well, you see, here's the thing, you know. If it's an exciting game, I'll get excited. So far, it's been like... Oh, he's attack moving now. You'd think that in this game he would not be surprised by the Hydras coming out, but apparently that was a bit of a surprise. Same plan here on this 3rd base is to actually defend it with 3 cannons. This is a theme that we've seen in other rounds from Attero. Nice timing on this harassment of the 3rd. And he knew. Really smart play by viOlet. God, he's so good. He's so good. Nice defense by Attero too. That's a safe 3rd. Zorbitron in chat is reporting faster double Robo. Well, that's good because he does need to get a million Colossus. And that's going to be very strong against this. Very, very, very strong against this. You can see 10 Corruptors on their way, though. And that's going to change that story very quickly. viOlet knows he needs the same exact unit comp at this point. Pump up to 7 gateways. All right, here comes the push. The 4 Colossus timing. And this would definitely qualify as Death Ball. Wonder how long this gold is going to last, especially now that the Xel'Naga is in control of Protoss. Yeah, viOlet kind of wants to push. I know he wants to at least threaten to push, but this is very safe here on the center divide. I love this center divide here. It's going to be impossible for the Zerg to be able to attack safely anyway. Nice splitting by viOlet. Did you see him split off half of his army there? That was nice. I can't believe he's just going to let this. He didn't even... He could have just walked over and forced a cancel on this. And he didn't do it. Wow, he's just going to give... That could have... Could that have given... I mean, he just gave the game away to viOlet. If this is going to get up, how does it happen? How does Protoss win? Look at how much money the Zerg has. I mean, this is going to be like stacking larva, attack move, stack larva, attack move. Perhaps this is what's going on here. Nice storm finally making it out here. Ooh, devastating damage with the storms. Here's the thing though. viOlet just spent like $4 grand and he's still at 186 apply. So if you think that was all that's coming out, oh no, my friends. There's 11 Hydras, 22 Zerglings, and 3 Roaches about to come lay some smackdown. This is actually really good timing, though, on the counter. He needs to put pressure on this hatch before the army reaches him. I can't believe he didn't try to get that hatch with this group here. Unbelievable. viOlet's still playing with his food, though. And Protoss Goose is just about cooked, ladies and gents, as Attero underestimates the macro power of viOlet with a sweet unit comp. Corruptor's completely taking down all of those Colossus and really just made it easy for the Zerg to roll after that. He stacked a lot of paper too. Look how much money the Protoss has right now. Can't really spend. Choosing not to spend. There should just be like 5 million zealots out there right now. Nice solid line here, but it looks like Protoss able to hold the line. Ooh. Wait a minute. Nope. viOlet's still got 180 supply. Hello. The 3-1 coming in handy for the Protoss, though. Look at this. Have the tides now turned, perhaps, with the 3-1 arrival. Protoss does have plenty of cash. And it's 2-1 for the Zerg. Unbelievable. Supplies are starting to even up here for a second. As viOlet bursted all of those armies in a row, but Attero weathered this storm quite nicely. He's got a nice force here. And if he drops this gold, I'm saying that it could be Attero's game. This is nice. Stalling all of the Hydras on the ramp is huge. Is the 3-1 enough? It is. Wow, look at the retreat by viOlet. And the supply gaps is getting closer together. Okay, you guys, this is something I want you to notice, I guess, is, you know, it's not 180 to 80 anymore. It's 111 to 72. And there's really not much mining taking place at this gold either, so it's almost like it doesn't exist. Fabulous storms. Tons of damage. Oh boy, let the Archon get up. And the tide is now turned yet again to the Zerg in the middle of the map. It's still a formidable Protoss army. It's still huge. What do? Well, if you're Attero, you just stay on schedule, get a 4th base. I'm loving the Archons. I'm loving the Archons in the situation. That's a lot of DPS right there with these Hydras. 2-1 Hydras here. And that's not quite enough Protoss to deal with it. There's enough High Templar there to be tempting for a storm, though. That's one of those bad temptings, though. Here they come. Where's the storm? Oh! And that was a pretty devastating storm. Those Hydras are not as strong as they once were. Uh-oh. Protoss could just do it right here. But viOlet doing excellent with replenishing his reserves. He's also slowly making more drones over here at his gold. Look at this. An additional base. Keeping up nicely. Back to the Colossus we go for Protoss. As you can see, the doubles are going to crank out some. And with the corruptor count being... Where's the corruptor count? It's only 2. Yeah. Nice timing on getting some of these back. viOlet's mineral income has slowed down very, very much. Down to 400 left there. Mined out at his main and at his second. Get that income started again here. viOlet was well behind. Look at the income here. Well, that gold is still cooking. Never mind. That's where all his guys are. Hey, hey. Right there. Boy, oh boy. That's a lot of gas to have. He's going to be making Broodlords later, isn't he? Look at this game manager. viOlet is just a supreme game manager right now. He's been pegged at 200 with some pretty good battling taking place. Really managing his reserves well. Pathogen glands going down for the Zerg, and you can see corruptor count is going to go back up because he's doing the tech switch into, you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, just as he did in the previous rounds, Broodlords. So expect some Broodlords coming up here next unless Protoss press the issue. This is great right here. Yeah, taking down tons of units over here. Losing the income from this base is going to be giant. viOlet does have a backup though, and he's just going to relocate all of his drones down there to the 6 o'clock new base. I love dropping creep here. Delays any sort of expansion that can occur right here. Great time of the game to do that. You find yourself late game, you've already built everything, got some extra APM. Why not? Click over here and push G. Blammo. Why not? Your friendly neighborhood newbie tip. That's a lot of Templar, folks. And he's been very disciplined with making the Archons. He only makes 2 that I've noticed. I love to make them in mass, so this is sort of news to me a little bit. But regardless, this army here is getting large. viOlet managed to exploit his way to a 206 supply. Somehow. How is that even possible? That's the first I've seen of that. I'm sure that's probably old hat to some of you experienced guys. A 206 supply. big storms coming out on these Broodlords. Excellent. Look at how much damage he did to all those Broodlords. And he's going to have to whittle this army count down here. Ooh, sweet storms going off yet again on the Hydras this time. Too many Broodlords still standing, though. Not enough units can engage air. It's still a very even battle. One more Colossus to focus, and that should turn the tide. And that should be GG. Congrats. viOlet takes his 3rd game of the series. And that spells victory for viOlet tonight, taking the $100 prize. Attero is going to take home the $50 prize.